Gen Z beauty standards are insane. People, what up? What's good? It's your boy TwoCentz, man. As y'all can see, we got an interesting video we're gonna be checking out from 4D Shams. Before we even get started, man, I understand, right? You know, it's a lot of BBLs, this fake boobs, that lip filler, this. You know what I'm saying? What we got on the men's side? Fake abs, right? We just checked that out. Height surgery. What else we got? Steroids. You're right. It's a lot of that going on. But and obviously, you know, you see this stuff all over social media, bro. But I don't know if I would call that the standard, right? It's crazy, right? What's going on? But you know what I'm saying? Let's let 4D Shams talk about it. Let's watch. Let's give our 2 cents, right? As we do.
I have a job and a BBL.
Anything else, like lip filler or anything like that?
No, lipo on my chin as well.
How old were you when you got those procedures?
18. I made the appointment after my birthday.
Did you pay for that with your Walmart job?
Yeah, I've been working since I was 14 to saving up for this look.
I'm sorry, but if we even have 14-year-olds being self-conscious and wanting to get a BBL, then it's time to admit that the beauty standard has gone too far. And honestly, I'm not even surprised, because in this day and age, even models are being criticized for how they look.
Here's how the Twitch stream.
But and you know that's why I also feel like I don't know if we should necessarily call it a standard thing, because it's a lot of criticism at the same time. Like, you know, I mean, a lot of dudes, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of BBLs look like a diaper, bro. To keep it 1,000. So, you know, I really don't understand why that's so popular, why that's going up. But yeah, because there's so much criticism, you know, and I feel like a lot of people still prefer natural human beings. I don't know if I want to call it a standard. Maybe I'm out of touch though, right?
Marlon should look smack. So Marlon suffers from a wide eye separation ratio. So to rectify this, he needs orbital box osteotomy.
Yeah, my fault. I'm clearly out of touch. Let me be quiet.
He also has a weak mandible and poor chin projection. To maximize this, he's gonna get
What's a
Let me chill out.
max, otherwise known as double jaw surgery. This is gonna pull that stubborn cemental fat he has. Give his jawline a much sharper and cleaner look. Let me know who I should rate next.
And not to glaze by any means, but the Marlon that he's talking about is this Marlon. The 6'3" model who's walked for Vogue, model for Dolce & Gabbana,
Right.
Armani, and other high-end luxury brands. I mean, this guy's stats are basically maxed out. And I mean, at least when you go to the comments of this video, people are agreeing on how insane this sounds. Rate yourself next, suffers.
Marlon suffers from a wide eye separation.
Just say you're jealous. What is this? Just say you love him at this point.
You know what? But at the same time, you got, like I say, bro, I'ma probably never stop saying this, man. I feel like everybody on the internet is playing, bro. You never know who's rage baiting, who's being genuine, who's being authentic. You have no way to tell. So at the end of the day, like, you can't take it too serious, right? But you know, if he is being serious, right? Like if you know, there's actually people coming to this man's page, right, seeing him analyze these celebrities or whatever, and saying, oh, let me save up, right, for the jawline surgery, for the peg legs. It's a crazy world then, huh?
That's not looks maxing, that's invasive elective surgery. Oh, who is you? Bro, what? What the hell is this? Bro, mogs you, me, the comment section into oblivion. Oh god, what has this world come to? LOL. Appeal will always win. Never enough. Some people love themselves. Are we dead ass? Obsession, fully insecurity.
And just for some context, this is the guy who made that video. Clav, the looks maxing final boss, the insecure final boss. And although some of the changes he recommended on Marlon seem kinda out of pocket, to some extent this guy does know a little bit of what he's talking about, because he transformed himself from a quote-unquote 2 to someone who's conventionally attractive. But the things he did to get there are kinda insane. Watch and see. So to start off the video, you can already tell that he's insecure because he calls himself a 2 out of 10.
Right.
Now I'm not saying he checks off every beauty standard checkbox in this picture, but we've all had that awkward young phase where we didn't know how to properly groom ourselves. We didn't really hone in on our sense of style yet.
Still don't, and I'm breaking out now. So what am I doing, reacting to the beauty standard video? Who knows? But here's also one thing I want to talk about, y'all. I mean, we talk about looks maxing, you know. I feel like as our generation speaks on that so much, right? Like, you must go to the gym, you must, you know what I'm saying, get in shape, and you should, you definitely, like, you should, like, do that. At the same time, bro, that's not going. You have to work on your personality, bro. what I mean by that is build confidence by doing hard things, by getting rejected, by failing. Learn how to communicate with people who are nothing like you, bro. Like you looks are important, right? Looking good for looking good for yourself, or for, you know what I'm saying, attracting a woman or whatever, right? That's a good thing, but at the same time, bro, I feel like we always like everything is about looks and money, man. It's a lot more to work on, right? You know, other than just those two things. So I really wish you know, I guess we would speak on that more, but you know what I'm saying, that's why I'm giving my 2 cents. I'm gonna stop with the corny. Let's keep going.
We couldn't afford to look or dress how we wanted to, but that's all part of being young. That's all part of the process. But I wouldn't necessarily call myself ugly or a 2 out of 10 at that stage of my life. Extremely underweight. Started roiding. Dude didn't even try the steps in between. He went straight to roiding. And the crazy thing is, he still looks super young in this picture.
That's another thing too, y'all. I know I'm pausing a lot, bro. You know, it's crazy because steroids used to be like very frowned upon, bro. I feel like we normalize taking steroids, and you know, like you if y'all even considering this, man, make sure y'all do the research, bro, because this is they gonna mess you up, certainly, right? And you know, it's not even. It's just not worth it, bro. It's really not, unless you're trying to compete, obviously. But you know, we got regular dudes taking them, and you know what I'm saying, that ain't you know what I'm saying, we definitely shouldn't be advocating for that, bro.
He has a baby face. Like, there's no way that this is healthy. Started Accutane, HGH to heal my ankle. HGH stands for human growth hormone. He gave me a jaw. Started focusing on my face. Masteron for puberty maxing. I don't even know what Masteron is. Started browsing PSL. JFL at eating in 2022. More Accutane. Chewing for Ramus and Bigonial. PDO for hunter eyes. Bruh, this guy's altering himself with chemicals, injecting serums, taking growth hormones, hitting his head with a hammer. Now I'm genuinely wondering what he would have looked like if he would have went through puberty naturally instead of doing all these alterations. Fat dissolving. Botox for hunter eyes. Kicked out for, was he kicked out of university for roids? Molecule, trend maxing, and he hopped on trend. Trend descended me. Oh, bro, his hairline started receding. Fake hobbies for Tinder. Oh my god, no, this guy is freaking comical. This guy calculated every step of his look journey to the point where he's taking pictures of fake hobbies for Tinder. And I can't lie, he's doing a damn good job at it.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying, like he bossed up, he glue up. You know, and it's just all to, right, get on Tinder and like smash, you know what I'm saying, a few chicks, right? And you know, sure, like you know, do what you want to do, bro, but it's just like, you know, again, bro, it's a lot more to life, man, especially when you get here by damaging yourself as well, right? 'Cause, I mean, you can look good on the outside and be jacked up, like your body can be jacked up, bro. There's plenty of people dying way earlier than they should because of steroids and stuff like this, man. It's you know, man, you like everything you do has a consequence, man. You gonna pay the price. You know what I mean? Whether it's a good consequence or a bad consequence, man, you gonna pay for all your actions. You hear me?
Look at this picture. This is going triple platinum in any female group chat. Dude really set up this painting, told his cameraman, take a picture of me that looks off guard and make me look as nonchalant and chill as possible. I can already picture the woman in whichever friend group he tricks talking about,
Oh my god, and he paints too? No way, he's just perfect.
and I don't know when it became a trend for guys to just act super performative and do everything for the female gaze, but you have guys walking around like this, drinking matcha with a tote bag on while reading a book on an escalator. Oh brother, who are you trying to fool? Dude went and equipped all his items, got all his badges. Like, you could have at least toned it down.
And you know what, y'all, and I'm not gonna pretend like I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, chasing chicks at a younger age. Like, I just got out of college. Me and homie used to be wilding, right, the first 2 years. So I get it. It's just like where I'm coming, where the perspective I'm coming from with what I'm talking about is like, man, it's just, you know, at least for me, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really have time to do that, bro. Like, I'm still trying to get established. I'm still trying to figure my life and stuff out. And so when you dedicate so much of your time and your life trying to look beautiful or whatever, and like I said, you should be going to the gym, should be washing your face, right, dressing right, all of that. But it's like when you dedicate so much of your time just to try to pull chicks, bro, to the point where you know what I'm saying, you doing HGH and steroids and all this like minoxidil and all this type of thing, bro. It's, I'm not gonna say it's a waste of time, but it's just like, you know, at the end of the day, man, you gonna come across some issues later that, you know, you could have spent time trying to, right, overcome those other things, right? Like, you know, you can, how am I trying to say this, bro? I feel like I got sidetracked like 2 times while I was talking, bro. Let's just continue, y'all. I'm sorry, I lost it.
Just so it's not so obvious. But back to Clav. You know,
I
at
lost
first I thought
it, y'all.
maybe his content is satire. You know, he's not actually promoting these things. This is all a joke. But no, not only is he being serious, but he's also promoting the usage of gear to little kids. Me and bro, after telling kids to blast gear, dude is literally flexing promoting gear to little kids. The repercussions of hopping on gear in general are bad, but if you hop on it while you're young, it more than likely will lead to an early death.
I've been saying that, right? So
POV, you stole your girl's makeup. Weird flex, but okay.
I'm always gonna vote for the more attractive person in any political election. It just seems too unrealistic to me to put my faith in someone who doesn't even mog their political opponent. Like, how are you supposed to run a country if you can't even mog the opposition? I don't care about your policies, I don't care about your rhetoric. All I care about is, do you mog the other candidate?
This has to be a joke. No, I'm actually praying that this is a joke. Please be a joke.
What you should do if you are actually someone who is subhuman.
Subhuman? So now your level of attractiveness determines if you're human or not?
So Marlon or Archie, let's talk about it. Bro, they both mog you to oblivion, so what are you gonna do about it? You see how low...
I can't lie, being this obsessed with your looks has to be a mental illness. And on top of that, he's so insecure, so threatened that people are saying that Marlon looks better than him, that he has to pull this lame racist joke.
Marlon mogs all of you? Yeah, but he's black. No, he's not. Oh, he's not? Have you seen his parents? They're white. Oh, yeah, I think he's just really sad. Well, he does mog. He mogs.
I mean, if you're gonna make a racist joke, at least have it be funny. Dude literally embarrassed himself. And they're cooking his ass in the comments too. I'm not mad he made a racist joke. I'm mad the racist joke he made wasn't funny. Wasn't even a joke. You could tell he said that out of impulse because how much it hurt his ego. Mind you, Marlon is part black, but that still doesn't excuse the fact that he's living in his head rent free. Why are you this threatened by a guy that probably doesn't even know you exist?
Right.
He's probably talking to other girls right now. So you're sitting in a living room surrounded by men, watching men, probably getting filmed by men. Bro, I know gay dudes who are less gay than this. Nightmare blunt rotation. This shit was filmed in complete silence, by the way. They're all pushing 30.
yeah, it is pretty gay. It is what it is, man.
By the way, jobs, bro, jobs. Grown men, employment, transforming a male follower. Bloated, poor skin texture, skinny, unhappy, unhealthy, judged, laughed at, joins community. Okay, high test, gets girls. Bro, this guy just looks like he went through puberty. I'm sorry, if you would have gave him a couple years, a decent workout routine, and a decent diet, this would have happened regardless. And I would have a really hard time believing otherwise. We literally have little kids stressed out and contacting self-improvement influencers asking what they can do because they're 5'3" at 12 years old. And I mean, just look at some of these comments. I'm 5'3" at 15.
I mean, this is another problem. But at the same time, you know, what what should you be worried about as a kid, man? I heard this one quote. It's like youth is wasted on the young, right? Like, should you just be worried about playing games and getting good grades, or should you be trying to, you know, set yourself up for the future? Your brain is nowhere near developed to even have that type of foresight, right? But I mean, you know, we see like prodigies and people who become successful because they did something since a young age all the time, right? But what I will say is like having the youth stressed out about their appearance is definitely not what we should be doing, right? So yeah, yeah, you know what? Right, thinking about it like that, I'll say this is bad. And obviously, you guys, man, y'all know I just be speaking on stuff. I'm not the most perfect dude. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, we just having fun reacting to stuff, right? So I ain't better than nobody. I'm not, you know, my opinion is just my opinion, right?
I cooked 5'5" and 18. I'm burnt. 5'6" at 24. Is it bad? Yeah, bro. It's bad. It's bad. And I mean, obviously, a lot of these are trolls, but I mean, we have to admit that we live in a very insecure generation. We even have celebrities who, keep in mind, are
BBL
billionaires being
stomach.
accused of getting ab surgery. Would this be the male equivalent of a BBL? And it's not just ab surgeries. We also have people who are doing
Saw
these
both of
limb lengthening
these.
surgeries to make themselves taller, and they're paying thousands of dollars to do it.
He had 2 surgeries where doctors broke his bones in 6 places and implanted devices called fixators to stretch his legs. While he recovered for 6 months, he lived in a rehab facility and had to turn a handle on his fixators every day.
Man.
After that, he spent almost a year regaining the muscle he lost so he could walk normally again. This is him standing next to his friend before the surgery, and here he is after gaining 7 inches, now at 6 feet tall.
Bro, that just looks painful. And I mean, unless he marries some super tall lady, what is he gonna do if his kids all turn out short? And I know
Right.
the examples I've used so far have been all men, but trust me, this isn't exclusive to men at all. We have a bunch of women who have these perfectly normal but Afrocentric noses getting rhinoplasty, which is basically nose surgery. Like, I see nothing wrong with her nose. And the sad thing is, a lot of these women will get these nose surgeries and they'll end up looking like this.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the facial work, y'all, it all looks weird to me, bro. At least in my opinion, man. The lip fillers, the you know what I'm saying, the Botox, all of that on women looks strange to me, right? What do y'all? Cause it's a lot of girls doing this stuff too, man. What do y'all think about this, bro? I don't like it. I don't like fake nothing.
They literally pay to get these botched noses that look like characters from the Grinch movie. You know, the people from Whoville? Just imagine paying thousands of dollars for your nose to look like this. And it's not just nose surgeries, of course. They're getting BBLs, they're getting lip fillers, all at 18. Was my tummy tuck at 18 worth it? Yes, I got my whole body done at 18. Stay mad. We're not mad. We're worried for you.
All
This
right.
girl literally saved up her money for years before she turned 18 just so she could get a BBL and get her breasts done.
So when you say you look like this, you have a what?
I have a job and a BBL.
Anything else, like lip filler or anything like that?
No, lipo on my chin as well.
So chin lipo, fake,
Yeah.
and then the BBL. How
Lipo.
old were you when you got those procedures?
18.
And
I
you
made the
just-
appointment after my birthday.
Did you pay for that with your Walmart job?
Yeah, I've been working since I was 14 to saving up for this look.
Wait,
yeah.
so-
Specifically for the
Yeah, well,
since
yeah.
14?
Yeah.
They're talking about period and encouraging this, but I see so many red flags. Like, sure, it's great that she was able to focus on a goal for years and finally achieve it, but are we gonna ignore that she's been insecure about her body for years? And sure, she said she started saving at 14, but we don't know when she developed these insecurities. They might have started from an even
And half the stuff that she got done, all she had to do was hit the gym. Right? I mean, she not gonna get the balloons from the gym. She probably gonna lose whatever she had. But all that other stuff she was talking about, easily fixable. But and you know what's crazy? There's so many gym girls online too, and so you know you can still fall into the BBL trap rather than following. I don't even know who the female booty squat influencers are, right?
younger age. And the next thing she says really shows you how much impact the media has on the youth.
I saw models growing up that I really liked. Kim Kardashian. I loved her look, so I started looking
The
up
diaper.
how she looked that way, learned what a BBL was. job.
So this was always the plan.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, not the OF, but then I
ruining a
realized,
generation of.
I guess, no, I like this look, and that's what I was going for.
Yes.
At this point, I can't even blame Kim. I gotta blame her parents, her guardians, because why are they even allowing her to be that hooked on the Kardashians? She was literally 14. And I mean, sadly, if that's the type of people that she was looking up to growing up, it's no wonder that she ended up starting an OnlyFans. And these BBL surgeries are kind of like the female equivalent of hopping on gear for men, because they come
You
with
could
their
die
own
from this
complications,
too, yo.
and there's always the risk of death. A quick
Right.
Google search will show you that in 2007, the mortality rate was like 1 in 3,000.
Crazy.
And now in more recent years, it's like 1 in 15,000 and 1 in 20,000. But that's still a risk. And even if, let's say, you don't die during the surgery, there's other complications that come with having a BBL. Aside from all the things that you have to do for maintenance once you get a BBL for it to look natural and for you not to look like a freaking ant, there's also been reports of people saying that BBLs stink. We got women confessing that their BBLs smell like dumpster juice.
Just because I wasn't afraid to get on here and say my BBL smelled like dumpster juice, and y'all or don't make me develop. My sit down air was stinking real bad, and it got to the point to where I had to carry around a bottle of air freshener or a bottle of perfume. When I say that BBL really ruined my life, I even lost my boyfriend behind it. He was telling me the whole time, like, you're stinking real bad down there, and I can't stomach it. It was the truth. It got to the point to where when I would get my laundry out of the dryer, it would still smell like that raw eating flesh.
We got strippers talking about their experience with stinky BBLs.
Me being in the strip club, me being a dancer, you know, you're around a lot of other girls. Some who just have horrible hygiene, and some, it be that motherfucking BBL, okay? There was this girl that I used to work with or whatever, and she was so cool, bro. She was so nice. She's very pretty, cool. There was one of the days that we were there, I'm doing my makeup in the bathroom, and she came and she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom, whatever. If my homegirl doing her makeup in the bathroom, I'll come in and I gotta pee, and that's it. I'll just pee. Like, not that big of a deal. And I was like, girl, go ahead. She was like, no. Like, yeah. So I'm like, damn, she must got a shit again, y'all. So I come out, she pees, and she comes out fast. Not like it didn't take her shit time. It took pee time. It wasn't long enough for her to take a shit. It was a pee type of, okay, cool. So when she came back out or whatever, she shut the door or whatever. She was like, just wait a second to go in there, whatever. But I'm doing my makeup, okay? We're on a time crunch. So I'm like, girl, just spray some air freshener or something. I got, like, you know, I go grab my perfume. I go in there, I start spraying it. But then, like, I start calculating in my head. Oh, she, like, peed, and it didn't smell like shit. Like, it smelled like ass, but not ass. Like, ass, and I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I really don't. But I felt really bad because I don't really think that it was ever her personal hygiene. I really think it was her BBL. Some girls, their BBLs reject, okay? And so those incision holes that are around the BBL, right? It's like the stench can come from those. Even when they're shut, you know, as it's rejecting it, it's like it's still oozing out a smell.
Why she gotta say oozing too like that? Man, I don't even want to imagine this, bro. Ugh.
Holes closed and everything, healed up. It was still like ooze out like a smell, which I ended up looking this up.
And in case you needed a professional opinion, here's the doctors.
Dr. Anderson here, plastic surgeon in Chicago. So, do BBLs smell? So this took us a while to dig through some videos on TikTok and Instagram. People are saying that they smell after a BBL.
The lady said her BBL stinks and that her sit-down air smells.
Just think about
the twerk win.
broccoli. You ever had broccoli sitting out for like 2 days? And you be like, what the fuck? Like, that's the perfect way I can explain it.
So the smell is fat necrosis. So if you get your butt overfilled with fat during a BBL, the body can only supply so much fat with blood. So in order to survive,
so the rest dies.
Survive forever, the body needs to supply it with a blood supply. So when there's too much fat for the body to give it blood, then that fat will die. It's called
dead cheeks. I might put that on the thumbnail. Rotten cheeks.
He's talking about those jumbo BBLs, bruh.
necrosis. This
That's
could even
gross,
result
bro.
in a huge infection that would require antibiotics
Oh
or
my
even hospitalization. You could
God.
get sepsis from this. So this is a huge issue. This is not a myth. You can stink after BBL.
So yeah, for anyone watching this who feels insecure about how they look, bruh, get in the gym, pick up a healthy eating regimen that has plenty of protein and healthy fats, keep up with your grooming, get a haircut, take care of your skin, drink more water, and above all else, stay consistent. You don't need to take these crazy health risks just to fit into the beauty standard. The people that come into your life should love you for you. And if you feel like you have to change yourself to feel loved, then it's not genuine. And hey man, if all else fails, just get your money up. That's literally the cheat code. If you made it this far,
Shout out to 4D Shams, man. It ended on a nasty note, but this was a good video, man. I hope y'all enjoy it. As always, your boy 2Centz. Say it with me. TCZ. We out.